The opening scene erupts with tension. A man leads a team of assassins toward a house where their target is supposedly hiding. But as they breach the empty home, confusion sets in. Suddenly, a single shot cracks through the silence. From a chamber in a nearby building, a female sniper takes aim. Her bullet slams into the very place where the commander stands, turning the hunter into the hunted. In another part of the city, a man named Isaac shares a tender moment with his young son, Kai, telling him playful stories about his mother, Kira, as they lie together in bed. That morning, Isaac takes Kai to the bank to make a withdrawal. But the calm is shattered when armed thieves storm the building. One of them grabs Kai, pressing the cold barrel of a gun to the boy's head. Chaos erupts. In a flash of deadly precision, Isaac springs into action, taking down every thief within seconds. The violent encounter is captured on CCTV, and the footage soon lands on the desk of high-ranking official Jack Cinder. Watching intently, he narrows his eyes and mutters a chilling vow to hunt down both Isaac and Kira, the woman who killed a commander in the opening scene and who turns out to be Isaac's wife. Wait, totally lost? Same here. Let's rewind and unpack this movie from the very start. While you're here, hit that subscribe button, give it a like, and share the love. Know the movie? Drop the title in the comments, or suggest one you want us to break down next. Once, Kira Owens and Isaac Sarr led one of the most elite covert units on the planet, a multinational Black Ops team known as Shadow Force, operating under the CIA. Their missions were off the books, deadly, and sanctioned in the name of U.S. interests, all under the shadowy oversight of the ruthless handler, Jack Cinder. But everything changed when love entered the battlefield. Kira and Isaac broke protocol, fell for each other, and had a child. They disappeared off the grid, choosing family over the mission. Branded as traitors, the couple became targets. Cinder left the CIA, clawed his way up the political ladder, and eventually took control as Secretary General of the G7. Yet his past began catching up with him, drawing unwanted attention from U.S. investigators. To clean up loose ends, he reactivated Shadow Force and sent killers to wipe the couple out. While Isaac stayed hidden with Kai, Kira fought from the shadows, hunting the hunters and protecting her family from afar. But their cover is blown when a simple trip to the bank turns deadly. Cinder sees it, and something clicks. He realizes the couple has a child. Isaac realized the CCTV camera had already captured him and his son. Their cover was blown. He didn't return home. Instead, he drove straight to a private airstrip, boarded a flight to Colombia, and disappeared deep into the jungle in a rented taxi. They walked through a vast, dense forest until they reached an old, abandoned building hidden deep in the trees. Isaac prepared a simple meal for his son, Kai, then lay down beside him, exhausted, and drifted off to sleep, where Kira soon rejoins them. Meanwhile, Cinder summoned every assassin from the Shadow Force unity, ordering them to hunt down Isaac and his wife, and to kill them without hesitation. He doubled the bounty from $25 million to $50 million and promised them anything they needed: intelligence, money, and weapons. With their son's life in the crosshairs, the family decides to stop running and go on the offensive. They call on two trusted old allies from the CIA, Auntie and Uncle, to help. But trust comes at a cost. After a close brush with an ambush, they realize there's a mole in their midst. Suspicion grows. As they relocate to Cartagena, Kira separates from her family and confronts the storm head-on. She demands a meeting with Cinder on his private island, threatening to expose every dark secret he's buried unless he faces her in person. Meanwhile, Isaac and Kai rendezvous with Auntie and Uncle in Bogota, unaware that the trap has already been set. On the island, the long-awaited face-off between Kira and Cinder begins. She attempts to take him out, but her bullet is stopped by a custom Kevlar vest. Cinder had prepared for this. Cinder's bodyguard threw her out, only to be brutally beaten by some of the assassins. Cinder himself threw the final punch. Meanwhile, the others stormed into Isaac's motel room, broke down the door, savagely kicked him, and hurled him down the staircase to the ground floor. Isaac, Kai, Auntie, and Uncle are captured and brought to the island. There, the truth surfaces. Uncle was the mole. Auntie had suspected all along. But just as the Sar's fate seems sealed, Patrick and Parker, Cinder's top aides, reveal themselves as undercover OIG agents investigating Cinder's crimes. A fierce shootout erupts. Cinder is wounded, his operation torn apart. While Kai and Auntie corner Uncle as he tries to escape, Cinder captures Kira. In a final standoff, Kira signals Isaac silently, and he fires a shot straight through her shoulder to kill Cinder. It's over. 6 months later, the SARS are back to living a quiet, normal life. Auntie calls with an offer. She's rebuilding a new shadow force, ethical, accountable, and asking Kira to help lead it. For now, Kira declines. As the sun sets on Kai's birthday, Kira turns to Isaac with a smile. She's pregnant again.